You're probably sitting on the porch of a local driving range, watching the guys in the next bay swing away, and wondering if you should finally invest in a launch monitor that actually tells you what's going on with every shot. I get that hesitation. Spending a few $100 on a piece of tech that promises tour-level accuracy can feel like a gamble, especially when there are cheaper apps that just give you a ball flight picture. You want to know if the SKYTRAK STMAX will actually improve your game, or if you'll end up with another gadget that gathers data you never really use. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the thing that makes the STMAX stand out is that it's the only launch monitor that bundles GOLFTEC speed training directly into the hardware. That's not just a marketing tag, it means you get a whole training program that's built around the data the device collects, and you don't have to hunt for separate subscriptions. The dual Doppler radar does the heavy lifting for ball speed, launch angle, spin, and carry, while the photometric cameras give you a visual of the club face impact and ball launch. In practice, that translates to a clearer picture of why a shot is off, whether it's a timing issue, a face angle problem, or a swing path mishap. Who should actually consider buying this? If you're a serious amateur who already spends time on the range, maybe works on your short game a few evenings a week, and you've outgrown the basic smartphone apps, the STMAX can give you the kind of data you need to fine-tune your swing. The system's modular internal arc is designed to survive the wear and tear of indoor and outdoor use, so setting it up in a home garage or a light indoor simulator won't feel like a temporary experiment. The integration with SKYTRAK's software suite, things like skills assessments, bag mapping, and the wedge matrix means you can actually track progress over weeks and months rather than just getting a snapshot after each session. If you're a complete beginner, though, the learning curve might feel a bit steep. The interface isn't as simple as tap to start on a phone. You have to navigate through menus to select the right data view, calibrate the cameras, and pair it with your device via the dual USB ports. That said, the menu navigation is fairly logical once you've spent the first 10 minutes poking around, and the software walks you through the basics. So a beginner who is willing to invest a little time in learning the system could still get value, but someone who just wants to hit a few balls and see a basic distance readout will probably be better off with a lower-cost option. Let's talk about real-world use cases. I've seen a club fitting session where a coach used the STMAX to compare a driver's launch angle and spin before and after a minor loft adjustment. The photometric camera captured the exact point of contact on the club face, and the radar data showed the spin rate dropping from 2,800 revolutions per minute to 2,300 RPM, enough of a change to add 1,520 yards of carry. In a home simulation setup, a user can swing a 5-iron, see the ball flight on the screen, and instantly get a club head speed readout that's accurate to within a few miles per hour. That immediacy is what separates a data-driven practice session from just guessing. On the flip side, the STMAX isn't a magic bullet. The dual Doppler radar works best when the device is positioned correctly, usually a few feet behind the ball and level with the launch area. If your ceiling is low or you have a cramped indoor space, you might run into low light behavior issues where the photometric cameras struggle to get a clean image of the ball against a dark background. The system does have a built-in light sensor that tries to compensate, but you'll get the most consistent data in a well-lit room or outdoors on a clear day. That's something to factor in if you're planning to set it up in a basement where ambient light is limited. Battery confidence is another practical point. The unit draws power from the dual USB connections, so you're essentially tethered to a power source during use. That means you won't have to worry about a dying battery in the middle of a session, but it also limits portability. You can't just grab it and head to the range without a power strip or a portable power bank that can handle the draw. For most home setups that's fine, but if you travel often and want to pop a launch monitor into a hotel room, you'll need to plan for that extra equipment. Now, what about the strengths that actually matter after you've bought the thing? First, the data reliability. Because it's using both radar and cameras, the STMAX can cross-validate the numbers it collects, which reduces the chance of outlier readings that sometimes plague single-sensor monitors. Second, the software ecosystem is pretty robust. The skills assessments break down